I personally believe some of you guys might be delusional, and here's why. Anytime I make these handsome man videos or signs that you're more attractive than you think, it seems like 90% of men just think they're really attractive. But based on statistics, that's far from the truth. So that's why in today's video, I want to show you 6 subtle signs that you actually might be less attractive than you think. Now don't worry, I do believe most men could get to at least a 7 out of 10. However, if you have 3 or more of these signs I'm about to tell you right now, that means you got some work to do, buddy. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. So imagine you're at a nightclub and you see a group of friends. Only one of them is attractive. The other 2, they're not the best looking, but you know instinctively you gotta make friends with her unattractive friends in order to get to the attractive one. But most guys don't realize this is the same exact way girls think too. Now, they're not as obvious or intentional with it, but for the most part, if you find yourself being that gatekeeper friend, meaning that out of your friend group, you tend to be the less attractive, and for that reason, you probably don't get the most attention while you're out, or when you do get attention, the conversation tends to redirect to your more attractive friend or to other people in the group. That might go to show that you yourself, you're probably the ugly friend, bro. Now, I'm not gonna say that you're ugly, but you're probably the least attractive one in your friend group. And listen, it's not a big deal because unattractive people, especially in comparison to their attractive friends, are usually more approachable, more easier to talk to. So that's why you tend to work as the gatekeeper. Some guys will sort of misconstrue that attention as interest, like, oh, I'm the one getting approached a lot, right? But for some reason, they never go home with you. They're always going to your friends. What's the line? Oh, that's cool, but who's your friend? Now, this is why I really don't recommend you guys take pictures with really attractive people in your friend group and post on dating apps, because you'll tend to realize they'll be like, I matched with you, but truth is, I really just wanted to talk to your friend. And even me myself, I got some pictures with some homies of mine. Sometimes the girls will match with them to try and get to me and will literally slide in my DMs after they give my information. So if you find yourself just being that gatekeeper friend, you're getting a lot of attention, but it's leading nowhere except to the fact that they want to speak to your friends, then that's a sign that you're probably not as attractive as what you think you are, bro. Now, I did talk about women approaching you to get to your friends, but another subtle sign that you're probably not that attractive is the fact that women just don't approach you at all. Guys, I promise you, women approach men that they find attractive, especially in social settings. They'll find any way to talk to you. Hey, what's the time? Or give you a compliment, bump into you, or at least be in your vicinity. Like, women do these subtle different cues to try and get your attention. And if you can look back for like the past, I would say 6 months, and no woman has approached you, then that's definitely a sign that you're probably not as attractive as what you think. Now, I know what you're thinking. Women do not approach men. Guys, I promise you, this is probably a big discovery that I've had once I made myself more attractive, is the fact that they definitely do. Now, they're not gonna always be, like I said, really direct with their intentions to go up and say, hey, my name's this, what's your name? We should go out. No, I'm more so talking about indirect approaches. So either they get their friend to approach you, or even a big popular one is choosing signals. If you're not getting approached, or if you're not getting any sort of choosing signals, that just means you're simply not that guy, at least not yet. Now, like I said, I do believe most men could get to at least a 7 out of 10, but first you need to understand where you fall and where you can improve. That's why I created my own free sexual market value calculator. Now, unlike the other calculators out there, they're gonna give you an arbitrary score, not tell you how you can improve, and that's where mine is different. We're gonna calculate your S&B score and then give you a roadmap of how you can actually improve. And this is all trained within artificial intelligence. So you actually have the ability to speak with AI me, AI Austin, and get further coaching. And like I said, it's all completely for free. So if you want access to this free S&B calculator, I'm gonna leave a link down below in the description. Y'all check it out. It's definitely gonna be very helpful. Sign number 3, women are never nervous around you. And for that reason, they hold strong eye contact. It almost feels like you've known them for years. Now, the reason why this is true, because on the opposite end, whenever a woman finds a man really attractive or even just marginally attractive, instinctively they're gonna be very nervous, right? They're gonna avoid eye contact. They might be a little shaky. They might even change their personality. Like somebody who's really talkative, really bubbly, all of a sudden goes to really shy and introverted, at least temporarily, right? Especially if you guys are one-on-one. But if you're out on a date with a chick and she's holding strong eye contact, she's really bubbly, extroverted, you could just not be that attractive to her. Now, if she's on a date with you, obviously, she'd probably find you attractive. I'm talking more in the sense of social environments, right? Or maybe you're approaching a woman who you find attractive and her energy just comes off super like friendly, not nervous, not awkward whatsoever. You might just think she's comfortable with you, but that also might just be a red flag. Sign number 4, you get less than 10 matches on dating apps per day. Now, I've worked with hundreds of guys at this point in order to increase your dating app matches, and I can assure you, once you're reaching, I would say at least minimum 10 attractive matches per day. If you're in a small city, I would say probably 5 attractive matches per day, then that means you're probably not as attractive as you think. Dating apps are such a brutal realization of your attractiveness in this world, and that's because it's super image heavy. Our sex appeal, how we look objectively, our sort of appeal to women, all these things matter when it comes to our dating app pictures. Now, in some cases, you could not be representing yourself in the best light, so for that reason, you could actually be a 7 out of 10, but you're representing yourself to be a 5 out of 10, or even in some cases a 4 out of 10, and that's also why you're not getting any matches. But really, if you want to test your pure attractiveness, I would say just take selfies and put them on Tinder. And if you're getting matches while not trying, yeah, you're definitely attractive. But if you're getting nothing and you're not trying, then that's a brutal reality that you got room to improve, right? You got things you can possibly work on. And like I said before in the past, you don't necessarily have to be objectively attractive, meaning like the right bone structure, super perfect teeth, because for the most part, most women find at least some men attractive. All you need to have is that bit of edge, that bit of sex appeal, something unique to you, or what I like to call your point of leverage. This could be your fashion, your muscularity, like something about you has to stand out from all the other average men. But like I said before, dating apps is oftentimes a brutal reality of how we stand in the dating marketplace. Sign number 5, you only get compliments from the older generation, which also includes your parents. On my community poll, I posted, when's the last time you were complimented by a woman? And a lot of you guys are posting like, oh, people at my church say I'm handsome all the time, or my mom tell me I was handsome. Like, listen guys, we all know that doesn't really count, because older people find beauty in everything. It's almost like there's a beauty inflation as we've gotten older, especially with older women. You know, they like to use the word handsome, and that's because they can't necessarily rationalize in their older brains what is actually attractive. An older woman will say you look handsome when you're the ugliest man alive dressed nicely. It's almost like they're not looking at your face, but they're looking at everything about you, like how you're wearing your outfit. Oh, you got a haircut. Oh, you're so handsome. You know, they're blinded sometimes by either knowing you or their connection towards you, for example, parents and things like that. That's why, in my opinion, I don't believe those are genuine compliments. If strangers or women you don't know aren't complimenting you, I would say at least every few months or so whenever you go out, then that's a sign that you're probably not as attractive as you think. All right, so one sign that you actually are an attractive guy is from the fact that you get celebrity comparisons to attractive celebrities, or celebrities who have like a big female audience. Now, on the other hand, if you find yourself getting celebrity comparisons to unattractive celebrities, objectively unattractive celebrities, then you might be just an unattractive guy. Now, if they're a celebrity, in most cases, they're probably not gonna be like unattractive, but there are some objectively unattractive celebrities. Like if somebody goes up to you and like says, oh bro, you remind me of Adam Sandler. Not young Adam Sandler, because young Adam Sandler, no diddy, he was a handsome looking guy. Nowadays, Adam Sandler probably isn't the best comparison to be made to, right? But ask yourself, is my celebrity lookalike actually attractive? Is he a guy desired by women? Now, if they're saying, oh, you look like young version of blank, then yeah, you're in good hands. But if they're saying you look like old boy now, then yeah, buddy, you got some work to do. Now, sometimes a lot of this stuff you can't control. For example, you might fit the same phenotype or archetype as that unattractive celebrity, right? So it's not necessarily you look exactly like them, but your vibe just matches them. So that's why in terms of looks matching, one big thing is called phenotype hacking, where you take an attractive celebrity and try to put qualities you find in them that are attractive to yourself as much as possible. Some people say, I've done this over the past with hoop earrings. You know, I get comparisons to Bryson Tiller all the time. And that's because I've sort of look smacked myself and my vibe into that mold, because I understood what women found attractive and I want to be as objective as possible. All right, so let me know guys, out of these 6 things, did you hit 3 or more? If so, you might just be an average guy, or you might be more unattractive than what you perceive yourself to be. But remember, like I said, we all can improve. And if you want to see how you can do that for the free, check out my SMB calculator. It's completely free, and I'm gonna leave a link down below in the description. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next